Good afternoon, people. What can I say? Welcome to another beer review. And
it looks like it's going to be a cracker of a beer review.
Yeah, this is from draftproducts.com, who I must thank Leon for sending this to us.
Yeah.
We was having a chat, anything, and I said I noticed that you have some different kegs, a brewery that I've known nothing about, but it's yet another French brewer, another French craft brewer. And
we've been impressed with the ones that we've tried so far, haven't we?
Well, yeah, I've been chatting about French beers for a lot of time, isn't it?
Yeah.
And originally I was going to go for a wheat beer, but then I kind of come out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And gone for an Abbaye, which in effect is an American pale ale to a certain degree. One more malty than hoppy, as we were talking about earlier. I've put it in a palm glass. Obviously I don't have the glass, but there are some really good deals on his website at the moment where you will get a glass and a bottle with your purchase, as well as some discounts. And of course, if you spend so much, you get free shipping and so on and so forth. But it's great. I think he's got about, at the point of doing this, I think there's about 7 or 8 different kegs from this brewery.
That's really good. That's good selection, and people do like these for the summertime.
Yeah. And as well as some bottles as well. Some of the bottles are even up to 50% off, which is great. And it's great, especially for the 5 litre kegs. Obviously, you can have the machines.
Yeah, some people have still got the machines. I struggled with them a little bit. I enjoyed using them while I was using them, but just I struggled a little bit with the external CO2.
Yeah, we kind of got a bit, but a lot of people do work them really well, but we drink them that quick most of the time.
We don't need to.
It's basically, and we've never had them in here where they've run out flat. If you look back at other videos, you'll see loads of videos of me doing a Paulana one and everything, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can close the top back up, can't you?
Yeah,
Which
so
holds the gas in.
You're opening up the top, turning it round, opening up this bit. Like that just pulls out. That's self-explanatory.
Or have you done the top bit?
No, I haven't done the top bit.
That's why it's struggling to come out.
I'm just letting it. Right, see, a man of strength, people, a man of strength. But this comes in at 6% ABV, and as you can see here, it's a multiple award winner.
So it's
on here, but it has won a lot more awards. Obviously, I'm not going to do the French reading. I was going to do
that might be a little bit difficult
for everyone, because a lot of you know I am multi-languaged. She's looking at me stunned, isn't it? To see on the back, I get it. So, right, let's turn around and see what we get. Like I say, it's great to have another.
I don't know why I'm flinching. Nothing's going to come out of this at me.
So you lick that.
Yeah, that's it.
That's your access out. Obviously, like with a perfect draft keg, the first pour can be very lively. You can get it right sometimes.
You're quite good with these usually.
I know, but I've used a gamble glass if I wanted to be really clever. You would go for a glass that you're going to get closer than that. More open, more in.
And you've got that front bit right out.
Yep, front bit's right out, as can be said. I say, you can see here, look, I've had it out the fridge because it's quite warm in here.
Quite a pleasant day today.
It's actually a nice day, which I said was a nice day for this. You did miss Palm, didn't you, when they took it away?
Yeah, it was one that I did like, so yeah, I did miss it a little bit.
Perfect draft because it offered something different. I mean, in all due honesty, it wasn't my favourite beer, but it wasn't bad, and it was one that you could get into. It was a little bit lighter than this, though, wasn't it, on the ABV, if I recall?
Yeah, I think it was.
And that was obviously Belgium, but yeah, we did get the glass, didn't we? So here we go. Here comes your first pour. There's part of her really wants me to knacker this. You're a very cruel person.
It's only because I can't pour from these at all. I'm totally useless with them.
I know a certain YouTube reviewer that does do some crackers with them. Mr. Real Ale Craft Beer. Oh, look at that.
And Jagman always gets a good head on his pour, doesn't he?
He don't need a 5 litre
He don't know. He could do it from a normal can.
You can do it straight out the can. And there you go. You want to get a bit of head. There you go. Look at that. Straight off. I've got to admit.
That is the perfect amber colour as well, isn't it?
It's a lovely amber colour. Let's turn this back round. So if you turn that back round.
Yeah.
That's it. Without snapping it, you're keeping your gas in.
That's it. Okay, let's have a sniff of this.
I should have gone a bit higher on the head.
Oh, wow.
But I didn't want to get too lively with it and be too clever. But I will put any current discounts in here when I do the write-up for it.
Oh, that smells glorious. It's malty and caramelly, but it also has a slight hint of something spicy in there as well.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
That's letting off some really nice aroma.
Too toffee for me. We always have this one with the toffee and the caramel.
Toffee and caramel, yeah.
We've actually argued in a second video that...
And they both taste quite similar, don't they?
Yeah, that we didn't air, did we? As we said. And, of course, don't forget your beer mat. Code as well.
A little bit of fruit in there.
But it does.
Maybe like orchard fruit.
To me as well, it smells lovely and summery and light.
It does.
More than medium bodied, which light bodied.
Going on the amber colour, you'd expect it to be kind of medium.
Heavy,
yeah.
Something that, you know, on a
I was
daytime.
looking at that, wondering if there's a bit of haze to it, but not really, is there? I think that's just the condensation on the glass.
But it's great, as I say. Another French brewer hitting our shores, which is what we need. Lorraine, one of our mics isn't on. That'll be mine, isn't it?
Mine's on. Mine's definitely on.
How could you not notice my microphone went on? Do apologise, people.
You're right next to the camera, so it
No,
still
I
should
know.
pick you up. Now, that for me is really nice. You've got that bready, biscuity malt, really nice, almost like a sweet malt in there. Little bit of caramel, little bit of apple. I was picking that up on the aroma,
Definitely
and yes,
fruit, yeah.
I am
Just got
picking
that,
up
I'll
like
give her that.
orchard type fruit, like apple, maybe a little bit of pear, something like that. And then you're hit with this lovely bitterness, but it's not harsh. It's there just balancing out those other flavours. A little bit spicy almost towards the end.
It kind of...
Maybe a little bit peppery.
It kind of changes, doesn't it? Right at the end, and you're like, oh, okay. And the 6% is smooth as you like, isn't it? It really has a... It's quite complex.
Yeah. It's light to medium bodied with quite a creamy mouthfeel. So you're not feeling sticky, you're not feeling heavy on the palate, but the complexity of the taste that you're getting in there is quite...
It's full on, yeah.
Yeah, quite wide ranging.
But you get that bitterness, but it's not like a sharp bitterness, and there's also a sweet or a sweet spicy that's all rolled in with it.
A touch of maybe nutmeg. I'm feeling something like that going on at the end of this. It's really hard to place it because you do get that slight bitterness on the end, like I say, it's balancing everything else out. So trying to actually pinpoint what that slight bit of spiciness at the end is,
as you said,
is quite difficult.
It's quite deep, but that's a good beer. The 6%.
Yeah, that's lost. That is, if you'd asked me, I would have said 4.85.
And I think back to Palm, it's probably more complex and better than Palm. Obviously, we haven't had a bottle or a keg of it because obviously the kegs stopped for ages. But anyone that liked Palm, that's like...
I think Palm had more of a hoppy finish.
I can't remember.
That slightly dank, piney, hoppy finish to it. This hasn't got that. It has a slight bitterness, sort of bitterness that I kind of like Pilsner, a little bit of bite at the end.
But it also has like a sweet and spice to it, which is actually really adding something else. You could kind of session, which I never thought I would.
It's because the actual body of it isn't too heavy, it isn't too thick. Although it feels creamy on your mouth, it's still reasonably light-bodied, light to medium-bodied, I would give that. And it gives you a nice fresh feeling in the mouth, it's not clingy. It's going down well, isn't it?
It's definitely, you're right with the fruit in this. Even apple, pear.
Yeah, it was kind of those orchard type fruits that I'm picking up on in there.
It just gives it so much more than being a straight like amber ale.
Yeah.
And you go along your lines of your pale ale, which makes sense. But it'd be a strong pale ale, wouldn't it? 6%.
Yeah, it would be.
And you go nowhere near an IPA because the hoppiness.
Yeah, it's not that type of. No,
it goes more to a pilsner than a.
Yeah, it's that slight bitter bite like you get with the pilsner almost.
But it's lovely because you've also got flavour in it too.
Yeah, for me that really works because you've got the sweeter elements at the front. You've got that spicy, slightly bitter ending to this. That really gives it a lovely balance of flavours.
Yeah, I think it definitely works. So, see, I wasn't sure about this, and I sort of looked at all the kegs, and I thought, do you know what? I've got to try something different because if I try a wheat beer, it's going to be 9 out of 10 wheat beers. I absolutely love them, as people know. And then you're looking at other aspects as well.
I love trying something different. Maybe an amber ale at 6% is a great way to kick off doing like reviews and things for today. That for me is really, really nice. I do like that.
Yeah, you're getting 9 pints.
You are?
In your 5 litre keg, and as you see, they're not that hard to pour. Obviously, it's easier if you've got a 5 litre machine and you get to know that.
This isn't
I get that.
Overly gassy. This particular beer isn't overly gassy. It's got
That's
quite
making it
smooth
easier to drink, though, isn't it?
Quality to it. It makes it easier to drink. I think that's probably making it easier to pour from that.
It's more as well. It's more carbonated in your mouth than what you see there, isn't it? Because you look at it there,
it
and
is.
You think, as you can see, the head redemption's
It's
good, but
it's the gentle carbonation on there.
yeah, as you see, you turn it a little bit there. But that is
Got
a
some
cracker.
nice lacing on that glass as well. It was the smell. I just knew from the smell it was going to be good. It smelled so good.
When they discontinued
I did enjoy Palm.
She wasn't happy, but I don't know, for whatever reason they changed things around. As I say, on this note, it's great having another French brewer.
Yeah, I do like French beers. There have been a number that I've tried and been really, really impressed with. This is another one.
Francis, I've said for a few years now, with other brewers, then Cassie and everything, go way under the radar. And I know people in England have this thing with the French brewers because it's France. And you're missing out. You know, when we went to Lyon, obviously Calais, we stayed in Calais, and there's a lot of you saw on some of the videos when we were going all around the pubs. Yeah. Where else did we go? Calais, Lyon. What was the other one? What was the other one with the bars? Lille. We didn't get a bad beer once.
Oh, the beers were absolutely fantastic. They do tend to follow the kind of Belgian route, don't they? You get a few strong ones in there. But yeah, it's always very good quality.
It's always been right on the level. I mean, that is a definite yes from me. If I had my scorecard, I actually like it a lot more. And I thought, as I said, I did this to come out of my comfort zone, because I say it's only doing a wheat beer again. I know what people say. I'd go on an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I was going to say this is a strong 8 for me.
It is an absolute cracker. I'll say it's not just this one available. There is many others. I'll put some links in when we upload this, isn't it? What can I say? I think we've gone on long enough for a so-called quick video.
Yeah.
As I say, you see with the pouring, it's that easy.
Yeah.
And it's way worth doing. Right. Thanks for your time and take care.